Nigeria government introduced is similar to that of Burkina Faso. We'll look into all these things because it is necessary to us as a continent to change many of these things. Let me point you to the rubbish we are practicing in Africa here and the fate it has landed on us. Africa countries, we have followed this centric colonial curriculum for years, and it has resulted into only one thing: production of good English or French-speaking laborers, depending on your geographical location, whether you are in the Anglophone or Francophone country. You all will agree with me that in Africa, every parent who sends their child to school, the first sign of intelligence they are looking to see in the child is how good the child is able to pick up with the colonial language, either English or French, depending on our geographical location on the continent. To those of us wisdom in our kids, we are living on this continent with graduate and educated gurus with PhD, but we are crying of hunger because weeding, which is part of agriculture, is being used as punishment to our children in school, especially in Ghana. In Ghana, when you default in school, the prime punishment is weeding. So we grew up seeing or viewing agriculture as a punishment instead of means of food production. We go to school to learn, not to be educated. Education and learning are two different things. After graduation, everyone end up waiting to be employed instead of creating job to also get someone employed. Now, after spending time and spending a lot of money in school, consuming colonial language, and then we graduate without any practical skill, graduate without any technical knowledge. Now, if the employment delay, those who have sense will now be thinking of getting some practical skill to save themselves at additional cost, something which could have been easily added to their curriculum to make things easier. Meanwhile, in China, children are equipped with practical skill from kindergarten. You have been watching those videos, and the funny thing is that we in Africa, we love seeing these videos of these Chinese kids performing these practical tasks. In Africa, if you take your child to the farm, that is child abuse. If they don't call it child abuse, it will be child labor. But when the Chinese kids, we see them in their farm helping and using this practical thing, learning how to grow food. It is beautiful to us. Look at the dumb thinking. The Chinese understand that since we keep consuming, we must understand that our so-called education system contributes so much poverty in Africa. That is the fact. Chinese are able to eradicate poverty to the lowest level through education system, which focus on practical skills and adjusting it to meet modern demand as the world is changing. They keep moving along with the world. That is what they are never left behind. Education. As for us, we are changing nothing. We are still on A for apple, B for bapple.